News from the tea sector have been Kenya's second largest foreign income earner after diaspora remittances, with the bulk of the tea produced by small-scale farmers. The tea is later sold through the largest tea auction in the world, the Mombasa Tea Auction. But just how does this auction work? In this week's episode of The Next Frontier, Philip Keitany visits the auction and takes a closer look.
Kenya is the third largest tea producer in the world after China and India. This is not the only feature in our cup though. The country also prides itself as being home to the largest dollar-denominated tea auction in the world, run by the East African Tea Trade Association. The weekly Mombasa Tea Auction is at the center of tea trade in Kenya and an important reference point for the global tea industry.
Last year we sold 420 million kilos of tea, and out of that 396 million passed through the Mombasa auction.
Tea factories are not allowed to sell their own teas at the auction. Rather, they have an appointed sale broker who is then responsible for cataloging teas for sale. Broker then gives each lot of tea a valuation based on factors such as previous week's prices for similar tea and any changes in quality and quantity.
It's not just Kenyan tea that we sell here. So apart from Kenya, we have Uganda, we have Tanzania, we have Rwanda, we have Burundi, we have DR Congo, we have Malawi, Madagascar, Mozambique, and the newest baby on the block is Ethiopia. They brought their first batch of tea earlier this year.
The catalogs have a standard format and is compared of several items, that is, lot, factory mark, grade, invoice, number of packages, package type, net weight, and weight per package.
We get the samples 2 weeks before the auction. During the 14 days, we have enough time to taste the teas and look for what we want to put in our blends.
Buyers operating in the auctions will have different quantities to buy and different price limits.
Besides those, we also look at the prevailing weather conditions. Are we going through drought? Are we expecting rains? Which will guide us whether we are going to have more supply, in which case the prices have naturally to come down. Teas
for which there is no demand or where prices offered are not considered high enough by the broker are taken out, not sold.
82% of the volume of tea sold through the auction originates from Kenya. The next big supporter of the auction is Uganda with about 13%.
Although the teas on sale can at first appear similar, differences can in fact be significant. Factors like leaf density are today becoming increasingly important in key markets.
Teas from Mount Kenya region will be different from Nandi Hills, will be different from Abadeas, will be different from Kericho area.
Differences in the taste and appearance of tea liquor also affect price differential and tend to follow regional patterns. The key beneficiaries here is the small-scale farmer who, with no leverage to sell his own tea himself, can now access global markets through the Mombasa Tea Auction. Philip Keitany for The Next Frontier.